Marvel Rivals, the hit game of whatever century we're in, because honestly, I really don't know or keep track or really care. It has a huge problem, as I'm sure you're all aware. The competitive system sucks. And what I mean by that is that people are just terrible. I don't know how they get to these ranks. If you don't believe me, let me explain. Okay, so it started off like any normal competitive match, right? You go through the phases of banning. We banned Squirrel Girl, Wolverine, and Black Panther because we hate backline attackers. I want a Moon Knight because if we can go ahead and freeze frame right here, yeah, we had a Lord Moon Knight, which is me, a Lord Magic, a Groot, a Thor, and we were running Mantis and Loki for the team up. So pretty good. Unfreeze. Anyways, we went back into it. Match was about to start, so I went ahead and tried to get a nice vantage point, but I'm an idiot, so I just went ahead and sat right here. I noticed we were, for some reason, diving the front already. You can hear me say that, obviously, in this recording, but anyways, since I'm Moon Knight, you have to take advantage of the fact that they're all grouped up together, so I just went ahead and started shredding them with my attack.
I can farm some damage right here for nice.
So if you notice, we're actually doing pretty good right here. The only bad thing is they have a magic, which is a little annoying, but I'm pretty experienced enough that I can use my Onk and take care of her, as I just did right there, as you can see. So, pretty good. We have a nice little start right here. What could go wrong? Lots of things.
Magic on us.
Anyways, like I said, we were holding pretty strong right about here. We really just had them at a choke point for a while until they started switching up their comp. I think about right here is when they went a 3 healer, but I hit that amazing shot in the sidelock. Hold on, wait, we replay that. Sorry, this is like probably one of my favorite moments of this match. Anyways, like I said, we had him in a choke point. There wasn't really anything they could do. About like right here, I think, is when they switched up and went 3 healers, and this is what really changed the tide of the battle for them. I almost used my all right there, which would have been idiotic. We had to waste our first support all right here because their cloak and dagger ulted, and I think our Loki didn't already wasted his ult. I don't even know at this point, but no, he uses it right here. He copies my ult. I'm just now realizing that might have been one of the greatest fumbles of all time. Hold on. Okay, so right here is when he copies my ult. And then 2 seconds later, right here, is when Emma ults. Literally right as he's copying my ult. And then fast forward, oh look, he fumbles the bag. Why did he copy my ult at that time? There was no need to even copy my ult. I don't actually understand the logic behind this. Okay, well, that's the first big fumble play of the round. I also fumbled my ult too, but why would he copy my ult? Anyways, let's get back to the actual narration of this. So, our teammate was really nice about asking that, and honestly, it would have honestly been great if our Thor decided to switch to a third support, because honestly we kind of needed it since that's what they were running, and this magic just kept destroying me. But I would get payback later on, but she was going to kill me a few more times before I would get my revenge. So right about here is when we switched it up. One of the healers switched off and decided to go Venom, and he was a Lord Venom. He was actually pretty decent. And then our Groot, even though he was doing amazing, switched to heals because, one of our healers switched off, and our Thor just wasn't listening to anybody. He might have honestly had his mic off or something, because you'll see what I mean later.
Honestly, our Thor might have been one of the worst players. Here's a little montage of every time he died, because he died like 8 times this Thor. I don't even know what he was doing, because he got a total of 2 kills. Awesome.
So right here, it totally was not my intention to do this, but it still worked out. I used my ult, try to get a kill, but I just ended up making their invis use all, which wasn't that big of a deal, but it did make sure that they were down 1 healer all. I don't think they actually double support ulted here too. Their dagger ulted almost immediately after, so we knew they were down 2 ults, and I don't think their Loki even had ult up yet. So we had our Mantis ult up so that we couldn't die for a little bit. And then I think our Loki copied the ult literally right as I was about to die, which is honestly came in real clutch. He had his little stones. I was trying to take them out, but they had their cloak and dagger ult up again. Boom, right there, the Loki came in clutch with that ult. Anyways, I was trying to kill their Loki, and our Venom kind of helped me with it, but he did escape me for a little bit, and then I just kind of focused my attention back on the rest of their backline and getting their Psylocke and everything else. But then their Emma tried to solo ult me, and my healers were actually just saving the everlasting crap out of me at this moment. Anyways, I killed the Emma, and that was pretty much their entire team at that point, except for their magic that was just the most annoying piece of crap to have to kill. Honestly, one of us should have probably gone Namor, but we did eventually kill him after freaking forever, now that I am watching this replay. Unfortunately, by the time we killed the magic, their entire teammate came back, and I just got destroyed right here by their thing, which is a little unfortunate. I kind of fumbled right here. This was not a good play. I totally wasted my ult just to try to get them off point, but they were just they got it anyways, which is a little unfortunate. Magic's ult is actually the most annoying thing ever. I actually hate her so much. And our Thor did the weirdest solo ult right here. It was the most unnecessary thing ever, but you know, it was his second kill of the match. He was now 2-5 or whatever, so I guess it was okay, but I'm still pissed about it. So this part made me a little upset. Our Venom was being an idiot and pushing ahead by himself, so our healer was obviously like, I'm not gonna heal you because I don't want to die. Anyways, we waited for our team after the Venom died to try to get back on point. I ended up getting my ult pretty quickly because, you know, I'm Moon Knight and they're playing grouped up. I absolutely fumbled my ult, then I got chokeslammed by an Emma and absolutely destroyed. So, yay. Our team was honestly just started playing completely, just spread apart. Their Emma ulted and our Fantastic fell, and then I think our Thor fell again too. Their thing just completely charged me and Invis. So, you know, we just took full advantage and completely killed him because he's an idiot who sucks at the game. Anyways, we tried to get point back. Their magic and their silent. I was a little upset right there because their freaking Emma literally went straight through our Invis, straight towards me. The Invis didn't even turn back the heal, but, you know, it is what it is. There's a little bit of a skill issue on my part, but. Okay, this right here is the one thing I don't understand about people. Why? It's overtime. We haven't lost the game yet, and they take the time to be AFK and type in chat instead of trying to get on point. It probably wouldn't have done much, but it still pisses me off because it's genuinely just, especially because we're on console, so it takes us like 30 seconds to type into chat. You could probably have honestly got your ult in that time. Anyways, now we were on the offensive, and for some reason, the Thor finally decided to switch to a Loki. And this would actually help us out a lot, but he kind of threw by playing Thor the entire first match because they got to the third checkpoint all the way, and we were going to have to get that far now. And they were actually a pretty good team, so this was going to be tough. So I'm still mad about this.
Okay, he's going
How do you go 2-8 as Thor and think I should stay on Thor? It just doesn't make sense to me.
I'm fine solo DPSing. I think we just need tanks.
Anyways, round 2 started, and we honestly got to a great start. We were able to kill the thing pretty quick because the Emma chokeslammed, and then I just started shredding with Cloak's extra damage boost. I was able to kill the magic. I honestly don't even know how I just did. And then the Loki was soon to fall after, and then their entire team just started falling to pieces. And then I guess Khonshu took over my mind because I just started firing at who knows what. But then I did get the final hit on the Cloak, which I did feel bad for because I kind of stole that from the Venom. Then I realized I forgot to adjust my control settings, so I did that real quick too. But their thing tried to get on point, even though we already had kind of gotten it, and then their magic too. So we had 2 of them down already, so there's only 4 left. So if we pushed, we honestly probably could have killed their entire team right there. And we were able to, I was able to snipe the Psylocke, but the rest of them did manage to evade us, unfortunately. Anyways, fast forward, we were able to push the cart quite a bit, honestly, before we had our first confrontation with them. We had their hero ulted, and then our hero ulted, and then they used every ult in the book. They used their Emma Frost ult, they used their Psylocke ult, they used their thing ult, they used their magic ult. I swear, they used 4 ults, or no, like 5, because they had their Cloak and Dagger ult at the beginning too. They used every ult, and then their Loki ulted too, because they had another Cloak and Dagger ult to get us off point, which, I mean, it worked, but 6 alts. I think that's 6. Someone might have to check my math on that. But that many ults just to get our entire team off points, kind of crazy. I got killed by a magic and they had us in a choke point, but then I hit that crazy shot on the dagger, which I think it's crazy. It's probably honestly not that crazy, but I'm sorry, I might be bad at the game. Anyways, I managed to kill their magic, and then we were able to wipe their thing. I knew their Loki was around somewhere. I just honestly could not find him for the love of anything. But we just stayed on vehicle, tried to push it to the next checkpoint. We got it pretty far before they came back, though. This might have been the biggest skill issue on my part because me and the Venom were just hitting the Loki clones. And then the Psylocke was right here. I could have jumped in the healer room, but I don't even want to talk about it. It was the stupidest thing I could have done, and I'm still upset about it. Anyways, their thing started diving our back line again, so we killed them pretty quick. And then their magic started attacking us too, so then I just took care of them pretty quickly too. We managed to kill 2 of their mainstreams, so then our Iron Man fumbled his ult, unfortunately, because then Emma Frost put her shield up. And then the dagger ulted by herself on point, which was fun because we could honestly have killed her, but it was just a little hard because she took so much healing over time. But if we had all concentrated our damage on one, we probably could have gotten it. I used my ult, I managed to kill their dagger, so get rid of their ult. And then I get their, I can't even tell you who that is, I'm not gonna lie. I low-key forgot her name. I got their thing, and then we just shredded the rest of their team pretty quickly. They did kind of evade me for a second, but I ended up killing pretty much all of them. And then, well, not by myself, obviously. I did have help. I just say I, because I'm an idiot, and I'm egotistical and oh my English, whatever, we got point. Honestly, though, so far, I was really proud of how we were doing, because our Venom was kind of selling, because he just wasn't very self-aware of anything. He just kind of was diving and then dying and had no one with him. Which I get that that's kind of what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to be a dive tank. But he wasn't really doing much. I kept fumbling my ults because I don't even want to talk about it. Sometimes I just don't even think. It's a little unfortunate that we didn't end up getting all the way to 3 points. I'll go ahead and save you that if you just want to skip to the end. We didn't make it, unfortunately. And if we had had a Loki sooner in the first round, maybe we could have won this game, because then we wouldn't have had a Thor that was going 2-8. We would have had someone that was actually helping contribute to the team, and then they wouldn't have gotten as far as they did. Because we got so close. I mean, it was honestly a close match. I'm still upset about it, if you can't tell.
Yeah, one of the healers, please switch to Strange and put a portal up real quick.
So I tried to get someone to play Strange so that we could touch point by putting a portal up. And then I swear I would have touched point right here. But then the game just teleported me back because Khonshu was toying with me. I swear I still touched point. I would have touched point. I don't care. I hate this game. I got cheated. I got robbed. Whatever. Who cares? No one's going to listen to me. The healing was honestly pretty lackluster, if we're being completely honest. Our Cloak and Dagger was on heal the entire game and had like nothing. I had the most damage, most kills. Cool. No one really cares about that because I'm a Moon Knight, so I should go kill myself. Iron Man didn't really do anything. Strange and our Venom didn't really do anything either. He said that I'm a one-trick. Here's the message right here. So that I couldn't look at healers even though I protected our backline and I killed their healers. I literally hard-targeted their healers most of the game. But, you know, whatever. I guess I just am going to be hard stuck diamond. Thanks for listening to me rant about why I hate this game. I'm going to go jump off a bridge.